Hey guys, this is Sanix Charm. So we're going to be doing a tutorial on Kogepan or Kogepan, whatever you want to do from Sanix. So first I have a block of tan Sculpey 3. And you're just going to want to condition your clay. Alright, so now we're just going to roll it into a ball for his head. And this is a pretty easy shape, so you can really make him any size you want. Right, now you just shape it. You don't want it to be a perfect circle, you want it to be flatter at the bottom. Right, now we're just going to do a small cylinder shape for his body. Right, now all we need to do is his arms and legs. Alright, you're going to want to try and cut 4 equal pieces. Right, so just roll them out into little cylinders. And you're going to want to do the legs first because we wrap his arms around his legs. So just put it in front of the cylinder, like that. You don't want anything underneath it or on top of it, just in the front. And you want to leave a little bit of space between the two legs. Right, and you're going to do the same thing for the arms. Right, so now stick them on and have the front part over the leg. So you're going to want to put it on top of the leg a little bit. So it looks like he's holding his knees. Alright, and just move it around, manipulate it, and flatten it however you think that you want it to look. Might take a little bit of time to get it perfect. Alright, so now we're going to use some chalk. You can use pastels, eyeshadow, or any sort of chalk that you want. And this is important to do it before you bake, because if you try and do this after you bake, it won't stick to the clay. So now we're just going to give him the burnt effect by using the dark brown and just brushing it on. I'm sorry this is taking really long. I'm a really big perfectionist about this sort of thing, so. Alright, now you're going to want to brush a little bit over his body too, not as dark as his head, but just to make him look like he's been put in the oven, the rest of him too. And remember to rotate where you're holding, or else where you're holding it won't get any chalk on it. So always be moving your hands and changing the angle that you're holding. Alright, now you're going to stick his head onto his body. And if you're not using Sculpey Bacon Bond, really try and press him on there without squishing the form of his shape. Right, so there you are. Now you just want to stick an eye pin in him. Alright, so now he's baked and cooled off. Alright, so I'm just going to use my Sharpie paint for his eyes. Right, now I'm going to use just a plain Sharpie fine tip. And when using a Sharpie fine tip, before you glaze, you really want to give it some time to dry. Because I'm hearing from a lot of people that they get smudging on it. I've never had that. I've had it with cheap permanent markers. But you just want to be super careful. Alright, so right now I'm just trying to find my white acrylic paint and ignore the fact that it says Skull White because these are paints that are used for Warhammers. It's the same as any other acrylic paint, it's just, I don't know, they were part of the Warhammer name brand and I used to paint those. So just get a really small brush or even a toothpick and just do a little dot in each eye, so that he just has a black outline. Alright, and there you are, and all he needs to do is be glazed and he's all done. I hope you guys liked this tutorial.